One of my favorite oils for chronic skin issues, as well as what I use on my own skin daily, has been revered for thousands of years for its incredible benefits. It's full of nutrients and soothing for even sensitive skin. What is this oil I'm talking about? Well, it's called Moringa seed oil, and in today's episode, I'm going to share with you the many skin benefits it has, especially if you're struggling with chronic rashes, even eczema or psoriasis, as well as what makes it different from the moringa that you see in supplements and green powders. Plus, I'll share how to use moringa oil and what to avoid so you can get the most out of it. If you haven't yet heard of moringa seed oil and its many benefits, you're in for a treat. Over the past 2 years, I've come to realize how helpful and soothing this oil can be, not only as part of my own daily skincare routine, now that I'm in my 40s, but also for my clients who are struggling with chronically inflamed rashes. I'm going to share with you a lot of information about moringa seed oil, but it's worthwhile to note that in general, there are not many human studies published about its impact on the skin. That said, we do have some animal studies that can be suggestive of its impact, as well as a large body of knowledge detailing moringa seed oil benefits that comes from over 5,000 years of use in the Ayurvedic medicine tradition. So while I hope that we'll see more clinical trials in the years to come, I'm going to share with you what's currently known about it so that you can make an empowered decision about what I consider to be a truly helpful topical oil. As a clinical nutritionist, I first learned about moringa in the mid-2000s, becoming a coveted superfood that could be supplemented in capsules and powders. I also noticed a few companies begin to incorporate it into skincare products. But what many health enthusiasts didn't realize is that moringa powder is different from moringa seed oil. In fact, moringa comes from a drought-resistant tree from South Asia and the Indian subcontinent that's also known as the drumstick tree or horseradish tree because of the immature seed pods that look like drumsticks that can be substituted for horseradish roots in cooking. The moringa tree is easy to grow and thrives in dry environments while also being frost resistant. Not only do these trees grow quickly, but they also produce a high yield harvest, making them an eco-friendly, sustainable crop. Because the moringa tree has so many uses, it's also been called the tree of life or miracle tree. Many different parts of the tree can be used. For example, traditional uses of moringa or Moringa oleifera include eating the drumsticks, using the leaves to flavor food, making teas with the flowers, and roasting the seeds to eat like a snack, as well as being ground up into a powder. Nutritionally, moringa is considered to be a powerhouse, as different parts of the plant reportedly contain a wide array of minerals, vitamins, and protein. And if you'd like to hear more about this, let me know in the comments and I'll create another video diving into this further. But what's most interesting to me as a clinical nutritionist obsessed with supportive skincare for sensitive skin is the use of moringa oil that's extracted from the seeds and used topically. Everything I've read about its purported benefits from Ayurvedic medicine dating back thousands of years underscore how helpful it is to support and soothe your skin barrier. Classic texts document how moringa oil can be helpful in the Ayurvedic tradition, from decreasing swelling to helping with various skin disease. And more current research on moringa has investigated its anti-cancer, liver protective, neuroprotective, antidepressant, anti-diabetic, anti-inflammatory, and even wound healing potential. Moringa oil extracted from the seed is a pale yellow-colored oil with a consistency similar to olive oil. And since we're focused on how it can be helpful topically, here are my top 3 benefits you should know about it. The first benefit has to do with its skin hydration and anti-aging potential. Because moringa oil is packed with over 70% oleic acid, it offers a rich and nourishing oil that is very similar to the sebum of your own skin and is unlikely to clog pores or irritate sensitive skin. Oleic acid is a skin barrier supporter, and it's also considered anti-inflammatory and having antioxidant actions. One study found that added moringa seed oil into a skin cream base increased hydration levels of dry skin. No skin irritation was noted by the researchers, and while I definitely wouldn't recommend moringa oil as a sunscreen, researchers added that it appeared to have some protective properties from sun exposure. Another study looking at moringa oil's ability to hydrate and revitalize the skin pointed to its potential anti-aging benefits. Participants noted a decrease in both scaliness and roughness after 3 months using a moringa oil-infused cream applied topically. Number 2, its ability to soothe skin inflammation. If we go back to more traditional uses for moringa seed oil, texts show, as do more current research done in controlled environments, that it demonstrates potential antibacterial, antimicrobial, antiviral, antioxidant, and anti-carcinogenic properties. And so that helps us to understand how it can be so soothing even if you're struggling with sensitive skin. As you probably know, skin conditions like eczema and psoriasis are inflammation-driven. So I found an interesting study wherein researchers induced psoriasis-like lesions in mice by exposing them to certain chemicals. The researchers thought that maybe there was some magical constituent or fractional component in moringa that would be more helpful than others. So they isolated 3 different ones and then applied them to the psoriasis-like lesions. To the researchers' surprise, all 3 compounds showed a profound inhibitory effect on irritated skin. And number 3, it contains calming antioxidants. One of the things that makes moringa so helpful in my eyes is that it contains a helpful amount of vitamin E, which is a known skin supportive nutrient with antioxidant and inflammation cooling properties. Plus, moringa oil is packed with over 40 natural compounds like quercetin and other flavonoids and has documented free radical scavenging activity. Now, if you recall from other episodes of the Healthy Skin Show, I've discussed how quercetin is an important antioxidant that can help reduce histamine activity that's responsible for a variety of skin issues, including itchiness. And I thought this was an interesting paper. Again, it is a mouse study, and in it, the researchers found that topically applied moringa seed oil was able to significantly reduce epidermal swelling and inflammation in mice ears after exposure to aggravating chemicals known to cause inflammatory edema. Now, while both of these studies I just mentioned were done in mice, and we certainly aren't mice, the results are suggestive of moringa oil's inflammation calming potential, and it's my hope that we'll see more human studies in the coming years that will help us to understand why moringa oil is so revered in Ayurvedic tradition. So let's talk about how to use moringa oil on your skin. Now, just as I shared in my previous video detailing the many reasons that I love black seed oil, moringa oil should be purchased in dark glass bottles to protect the oil from oxidizing and going rancid due to light exposure. Also, it's best to store moringa oil in the fridge to help slow how quickly it goes bad. From the research I've looked at, you should toss the oil after it has been open for about 6 months. Again, this is because you don't want to apply rancid oil to your skin. When it comes to applying moringa topically, it's best to dilute it with another oil or add it to moisturizers before applying to your skin. This is another instance where the Goldilocks principle of having just the right amount, not too little and not too much or full strength, is best since moringa oil contains a high level of oleic fatty acid. Now, research on oleic acid shows that high levels can actually be more irritating, especially to already rashed skin because of how it interacts with keratinocytes. If you're like me, I'm willing to bet that you're more likely to include oils like this in your skincare routine if it's done for you already. I know that there are listeners who love mixing up their own oils and creams, but I honestly don't have time for that. I might stick with it for a few days, but life gets in the way and I'll forget what I was even doing. That's why I prefer to use Moringa oil incorporated into a skin cream at appropriate levels, so I don't need to think about it. And I find that my skin rash clients are also busy individuals who are more consistent with something that's already crafted for them. Plus, if you recall, many studies that I was able to find showed just how helpful Moringa oil is when included in a skin cream. That's why Moringa seed oil is a star ingredient in all 3 of my DermaQuell creams, and we've got great testimonials from customers who've found them to be incredibly helpful. Paired with other nourishing and skin-supportive ingredients like black cumin seed oil, you've got these perfect done-for-you creams with the most helpful dilutions that can be used day or night on both the body and your face without causing breakouts. As I shared before, Moringa oil isn't pore clogging, which is why, as part of my own skincare routine, I use our daily butter every night on my face. And while there's at least one reported case of an allergic reaction to ingesting Moringa powder, which again comes from the leaf of the Moringa tree, Moringa oil is generally unlikely to cause irritation or allergic reaction when used topically. But as always, it's best to do a patch test in a small area first to make sure you don't react to it. You can certainly give the straight oil a try, or you can try the done-for-you DermaQuell formulas made especially for sensitive, irritated skin. So you don't have to risk buying full-size jars, we created a sample kit that you can get at getquellkit.com. The sample kit includes free shipping as well as a coupon code that gives you store credit for the full price of the sample kit that you can use towards your next purchase at quellshop.com. This way, if the skin creams aren't a good fit for you, your store credit can be used on anything in our shop, including supplements and masterclasses. Again, get one of our sample kits at getquellkit.com to see how your skin likes these incredible formulations that include Moringa seed oil. So for now, I'd love to hear your thoughts on Moringa oil in the comments below this video. I'll put a link in the description to the full transcript and all of the references I mentioned at skinterrupt.com/340. And if you're here watching these videos, I'm willing to bet that you're looking for the hidden triggers driving your skin rashes. I've got a free guide called Stop My Skin Rashes Quick Start Guide that you can download at stopmyrashesnow.com. So you can start piecing together what's going on under the surface. And remember to hit the thumbs up if you found this episode helpful and want me to create more like it. And please subscribe to my channel so you get notified first when daily content is available. Thanks for joining me, and I look forward to diving deeper with you the next time. If you enjoyed this video, you need to tune in to this video next. Then make sure to hit the subscribe button so you get notified as soon as a new episode drops. I'm excited to see you there and dive deeper with you on your skin healing journey.